Hello, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend and a great week. I
I know
did.
I did.
Oh, and she did too. And y'all know how we coming in. We bringing you our truth,
Because I am his mom.
and I am her son. We're gonna dive right into this episode. We're gonna talk about martial arts, the benefits of taking martial arts, and the effects that of being a sign of a dojang and how it affects you outside of that dojang. A lot of people don't know that martial arts started a long time ago, back in the I don't even know, before I was even born, before my mama was born. So I don't know how she didn't even take martial arts. Well, she had gangster foo, so that's cool. Anyway,
What?
gangster foo.
Not gangster fool.
Yeah, so you had that. So no, but yeah, so martial arts has been here for a long time. Taekwondo, capoeira, Wing Chun, Tai Chi, karate, wushu,
Jujitsu.
jujitsu, boxing. It's a lot of them. I would like to, before we get into this, dive into the fact that I will make this announcement. I am a proud martial artist. I love martial arts. I box. I know wrestling. I am almost a black belt in Taekwondo. Um, I'm almost a orange stash in Wing Chun. I know a little Tai Chi. I also practice Hapkido. So yeah,
And don't y'all go in the comments asking what I know. I know what he do. That's what I know.
And I can say that taking all these different martial arts and learning from all these different people is a wonderful thing. It's amazing. Seeing where everything come together. There's a lot of movements that are related to each other. That's the same in martial arts. And I feel like as a practitioner of martial arts, it has helped me a lot with my stamina, my breathing, my weight,
Yeah, most definitely. And your attitude.
my attitude. I've become a lot more patient, and I've become a lot more at ease. I'm not quick to violence like I used to be, and it's not because of being any legal reasons of the trouble that comes with once you get like a first degree, second degree, and all that, and all the worldwide recognition and stuff, and all that, and how your hands become lethal. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the fact of knowing what you can do to your opponent and not doing it, walking away from a situation that you know does not need to be escalated. And I feel like when you learn to control yourself because you are in situations where you have to, it affects you in the outside world. Because as a person like me who I train, I spar with other people, and within my sparring, I have to learn to take it easy whenever I'm sparring with a lower rank to get them ready or to show them a technique or whatever. I can't go all out. I gotta have control. I gotta have self-control. I've been hit on accident. I've been clashed knuckles with someone on accident, maybe hurt my leg, someone kicked me in my leg too hard or something, and I had control and not outburst of wanting to hurt the person or take it out on them or anything like that. So it's situations like that where you learn to do that inside of a dojo and you apply it outside of the dojo.
Right.
Martial arts is very beneficial because it's a self-defense. There are a lot of and I know people be like, well, what about all this Olympic stuff? Like, people get hurt in the Olympic tournaments. Like, people can get knocked out in the Olympic tournament. They get the wind kicked out of them in the Olympic tournament, especially with them black belts. And I've seen it because I go to tournaments. I participate in tournaments. So I'll be watching these fights. And I've seen people get some stuff done to them and everything. So, like, even with the padding and the protection that they have, it's very dangerous. And the crazy part is we're not even doing a lot of moves that we know how to do that we learn in Taekwondo to do. There's a lot of elbow strikes. There's a lot of knee strikes. There's a lot of shin strikes. There's a lot of grabs. Like, forms that we do, those are applications of movements that can be done. Well, supposedly they can supposed to be done in succession if someone's attacking you. Blocks, kicks, punches, like those are what the forms are for. So when you learn those things, it helps you out with learning how to defend yourself against people. And since we're talking about forums,
I think I like the fact that the one of the effects of the dojo is how it helps kids to become more disciplined
right,
um in their everyday life, and I mean just with the things they're doing, the
right,
things that they do. It gives them more control. At least I think it does, because they know that it's consequences. If especially if they're serious about what they're doing, because they know in order to rank up at least with this dojo, it's not just um money officiate. You have to have good grades. You have to be good in school. You have to have a good attitude. You have to be respectful. It's not, oh, their parents give me their money, so I'm just gonna rank them up, and I don't care what's going on in their life. Not there, not in that school. Master Hyde don't play that. He needs to see your report card. He gets reports from your parents on how you behaving at home. Like he will ask, how's their attitude, or how's their behavior. Like he's not just saying, okay, just because I'm getting money, I'm gonna push you along, and you have no discipline. You don't have no self control. Like it's some schools out there that do that, but I like the fact that his don't. His don't do that. So outside of that, I also like that it can help someone who's shy and to come out their shell. Cause I know my granddaughter she just like me. She's an introvert. She's when this was first introduced, she was like, "No, I don't want to do it." Um, I had paid for my grandson to do it, and he didn't want to do it because he likes to do everything with pretty much with his big sister. And she didn't want to do it at first, but then she's like, "Okay, I'll take his place." Because I was like, "Well, mom, I already paid for a month, so just take his place for this month, and then if you don't like it, then you don't have to keep going." And she was like, "Okay, I'll do it for this 1 month." And she started doing it, she liked it. Not as far as really getting involved, but she liked because another thing, social, being social. The tournament, she got to meet other kids that she never would have seen before because they don't go to her school. So she got outside friendships. So that's another good thing about the dojo, making those lifelong lifelong connections. And she just wasn't really into like doing tournaments. She just wanted to, go and learn and chill, but that was it. But she was going to tournaments and she kept looking and kept looking and kept looking. And I'm gonna have to give shout out to this one young lady. When I say it is I let my son explain about forms and the complexity of them. However, this one lady, her name is Gabby, and she is a world known Olympia and doing forms. And when I say her forms are mesmerizing, like you want to stop doing whatever you're doing and watch her do forms. She is just it's breathtaking. It's an art. It's a movable art. Well, anyway, so my granddaughter started going to tournaments, and before she was nothing, then she's not want to do anything. And she's like, no, no. But then she saw Gabby do forms, and she was like, I want to do that. And we was like, well, you gotta be serious about it, because you usually don't care about forms. But she practiced, she got into it, she did it. She worked hard, was like, practice, practice, practice. And she just did a tournament last Friday, I think it was. And she got number one in her division in forms. Her first time. So that was a beautiful thing for sure. That was a beautiful thing for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely amazing to see. And I seen it. I was sitting right there. It's crazy because right after she got her first place, I came in second for the same thing, adults form. And the young lady she spoke of, Gabriella, she was like, "Oh, you did such a good job. You should have got first place in my book." And the fact that she said that to me made me feel so much better. I was proud already, even though I received a second. But yeah, she's right. When it comes to doing forms, the complexity of it is very, 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 very difficult. It is not. I'm not gonna say very difficult. It comes with practice. If you practice it, then it comes easy. I did not take forms so serious in the beginning because of how patient you have to be while doing your forms. Because not all movements are fast. Some movements do require you to move slow, and once you get forms down, then you pretty much can do a lot of the regular movements that you need to do in your regular sparring. Roundhouse kick, side kick, spinning kick, blocks, and all that, low blocks, rising blocks, inner blocks, back fists if you're in point sparring. But the point is, to do forms is so rigorous, and you have to be on point with each movement you make. You can't be sloppy. You can't look like you are just noodle loose. You have to be very um strong with each movement you make. You have to make sure that you separate each movement that you're making so that each movement is seen and can be judged because they're looking at the placement of your foot. They're looking at your eyes, where you're looking. They're looking at the placement of your hands, how you're putting them. They're looking at the space between your feet when you move, and they're looking for that key out. And excuse me for being loud, but when you they're looking for that. They're looking for that to be loud. They want your key out to be strong because they want to hear that you're there. So, I watched my daughter do her form and everything, perform, and she killed it. And when I seen them vote, I think it was 2-1, or I think if not all three of them voted for her. I think all three of them voted for her, but it was like, it was amazing.
It was unanimous. All three of them voted for her both times. I also think because what helped was the fact that she listened. You have to listen. And I know Master had told her told them several times, like when you in this tournament, they expect you to act just like if you was in this dojo. So when she got out there and the person was saying, when the guide that places you, he was like, go here. She was like, yes, sir. And she moved there, and that's what I think they like. And when he was like, gave her another direction, she was, yes, sir. And she did it. Like she was on point with it. And I don't think they expected that because she was the only one that did that, except for when she had to go up against her teammate. She was saying yes, sir, too. But my granddaughter was loud with it. Yes, sir. And no one else in the whole tournament did that. And then when she did her forms, it was precision. Like, so, her going there and her being around them other students and her going to tournaments, like, kind of changed her outlook, changed her shyness, changed her ability to reach outside of herself and do something different. And also, I think her doing that also was the reason she joined the soccer team. Miss she joined the soccer team. I was surprised and happy and shocked, but she did.
Yeah, it showed me as a parent, that she is opening up to doing other things and that she is not afraid to venture out and do other things. This is important when you are young and making friends. You want to make sure you not stand out, but are not afraid to be in situations where you may stand out. Well, someone may want to talk to you or ask you questions or do something with you or be your friend. And that's what I love about martial arts. I feel like it not only does it help my daughter, but my son as well. Both of them, especially my oldest son. He did not want to do anything. He didn't want to spar. He didn't want to kick. He didn't he didn't want to spar with nobody. Like, I'm gonna say that twice. He didn't want to do nothing that involved him being with an opponent, him going to get somebody. Like drills, yeah, he'll do those. And kicking exercises, he'll do those. But as soon as it's time to put on pads and they finna do anything with each other with pads on, I'm gonna say it proudly. He would cry. He would run away and not want to be a part of it. I don't know what happened. I I don't know where it came from. I do not know. I know I kept talking to him. I know we probably, as a family, we talked to him, and I guess it encouraged me. That's what happens when you have a family and they encourage you, because out of nowhere, this guy became the best in his class, like kicking butt, doing kicks, and not afraid to get out there, like really wanting to spar. And it was amazing to see.
Yeah, I would have to say he even created a move, and they're still in his move.
He didn't create it, but he more of like
He
perfected
created it.
No,
He perfected this move, and it's so smooth how he do it that everybody, oh, we gotta do the. So I don't want to say his name. That's why I'm sounding that at the end, because and it's a scorpion kick, and when it is, I don't know, it's just crazy how he do it. Like it's not like the regular scorpion kick. It's he does it a certain way that is just like crazy, and everybody, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. I gotta steal that. I gotta steal that. So yeah, and he likes that. And they just did a competition. This is so how much he into it now, doing paddle kicks on a dummy. He beat everyone in the class, even his daddy, on having on doing paddle kicks. So imagine he never stopped. He literally went up against everyone inside the dojo and kept going and beat everyone doing paddle kicks. His mentor, um, I'm just gonna say Jay, like they were doing paddle kicks side by side, just doing paddle kicks side by side. The moment that his mentor realized that he lost is when he started going around the bag doing paddle kicks when he was slowing down. He started going around the bag doing them. And he was like, yeah, that's the moment he realized he had lost. But yeah, he beat everybody, even his daddy, doing paddle kicks that day. So yeah, he has came out of his shell so much, like so much. He came out of his shell.
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing it, because I tell him all the time, son, when you get older, we gonna spar. He be, no. But I know that's gonna be a fun day for him, because he tells me when I stop being in tournaments, he gonna stop doing tournaments. When I start sparring, he gonna start sparring. If I stop doing Taekwondo, he gonna start doing Taekwondo. And I used to tell him, like, nah, you can't be like that, son. You gotta continue to do it if you want to do it. and because you like doing it. Don't stop because I stopped. I may injure myself or I may want to give it a break because of personal reasons. You can't be like me and give it up on because you learn a lot of good things when it comes to martial arts and you learn how to have patience and work through things when things get tough, especially when you know you want to do other stuff. And just find a different way because
Muted.
things are not going the way that you wanted to. So it's like you got to figure out what you want to get out of the Taekwondo, or not Taekwondo. What do you want to get out of the martial arts that you're taking? Because if you're going in there wanting to beat up people and just hurt people, you're not going to get a good thing out of it. You're not going to get a good session out of it. Yeah, what we're talking about is not going to be the same story for you. It's not going to be a accomplishment of overcoming things and overcoming people who tormented you and stuff. No, you're going to be a bully. We're not promoting people to go out and take martial arts so that you can bully other people and make people feel less than. Because even though I've learned a lot of stuff, I don't go around wanting to hurt people. I don't go around wanting to make people feel bad for who they are or what they do. I want people to know that when you step into a dojang, you have to be respectful. You have to wear a uniform. You have to bow on the mat when you walk on, bow to the mat when you walk off. You have to show the mat respect and the people that you train with. I always thank the people I train with. I thank the people I spar with. When I go to a tournament after the match, I thank the person who I spar with. I even, not to short myself, but I even go, thank you for allowing me to test my skills or something like that. Or thank you for allowing me to win this, whatever. Like,
Yeah, I noticed that like this last tournament when he sparred, he even gave the guy tips. Like next time you should do this and make sure you turn this way. Like he, saw where he could have got hits and that things that he missed, and he didn't be like, "Oh, I'm gonna use that against him if we ever meet up again." He went to him and was like, "Look, you did good, but when you do this, do that, and when you see somebody doing this, you do that." Like it brings out a lot of sportsmanship because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be not right fun. It's supposed to be, friendly competition. Everybody trying to get awards. They trying to get to the Olympics and Olympia style and all that. But, as your attitude is a big part of that also. And if you plan on going all the way and you want to open up a school, being teachable or teaching, being a mentor is a part of that. So if you can't look at an opponent as someone that needs to learn or can learn, then if you're not getting the full effect of the dojo. You're just there. You know, you're going to run those programs where you're paying your way to advance, but you're not really seeking anything or learning anything. You don't know the rules
big dojo.
Of the dojo. You just, like, oh, as long as I have this belt and they see it's ranked, oh, that's all that matters. But that's not all that matters. It's more to it than that. So it's gives a lot of different effects and personalities and helping with attitudes and structure and all that. And yeah, helps you lose a lot of weight because my child lost a lot of weight, but in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, I was motivated. Getting into martial arts, weighing like almost 300 pounds, literally, and wanting to do certain moves. I couldn't see myself doing spin kicks fast enough. I wanted my turn kicks to be quicker and not as obvious as being seen coming. I wanted to jump higher on my jump kicks. I had this one kick I did where I throw two kicks when I'm in the air. The first time I did it, I'm very heavy. And I fell down trying to do the move, trying to conquer the move. And I didn't like it. I mean, I liked the fact that I attempted it, and my body felt what it was like to do the move, but I failed, completely failed. And I was motivated to do that move consistently to where I can do it without falling, and it's easy. It comes easy to me. It's like a double kick. You lead off. For all my martial arts out there, you lead off with a front side kick or front kick, whichever you want. And you jump, spin off that, and hit with a back kick. Or you can turn your body all ways and turn back with a side kick, whichever one lands first. But I was very proud when I was able to do that move without falling, landing in it without, like, I don't say perfectly, but with ease. And the more I did it, the more jumps I did, the more exercise I did, cardio with martial arts, because it's not just about kicking and punching and yelling and doing key-ops and throwing your arms around and doing forms. No, you're doing a full workout. We have cardio. We have to do leg up and stuff like that. Like, we have to sit in one spot while the teacher goes over a movement that we're doing and everything. So I sweat. I put a lot of sweat, a lot of energy into the rank that I'm in. So when she say those dojos, she's talking about dojos, the ones that you just pay for your belt. You just pay to say that you're a black belt. You're just paying to say that you've had training. But really, you haven't. You ain't did anything. You ain't put in no real work, and your belt don't mean anything. No offense, but it be like that when you put yourself in situations where you want to put the work in, you just want it to come to you easy.
And I saw the proof in this. Not say he's not good, but when you are a yellow belt and you're going, no, you won the yellow belt. Where were you when you went up against those black belts?
Blue belt.
He was a blue belt, and he went up against two black belts back to back, and they thought he was going to be an easy win. So pretty much, they needed someone to. He was supposed to fight one of them, but it was one that didn't have a fight. So he asked if he can join their what's the name, and so it's pretty much, well, whoever win, then I fight them, so I can have a fight because he needed a fight, and they was like, okay, both of them agreed, but they was over to the side talking as if they was gonna end up fighting each other. Like, they excluded my son altogether because he was a lesser belt than them. Even the coach was like, oh, just go in there, do what you gotta do and get this over with. Well, he went in there and did what he had to do and lost. The coach was pissed because she didn't expect our black belt to lose. Well, guess what? To me, you're not teaching him because he literally, and you could tell I don't know. I was like, I don't know. But she was upset to the point where she turned her back. She didn't even want to shake my son's hand after he won, which was ridiculous to me because she was the coach. And like, this was her school. So it was like, and I guess she trying to make a name, but it was like, whatever, like, that's how you act. I can't even imagine you actually teaching them anything that has anything to do with the respect and the moral high ground of martial arts if you turn your back on someone because your student lost because he's a black belt and he lost against a blue belt. And then when the other guy went in, he was cocky, like, oh, you beat him, but you ain't gonna beat me because I'm a black red or something. He has stripes. He's black. Anyway, you ain't gonna be da da da. And he beat him too. And to the point where when before he even fought him, this is how crazy it was. Before he even fought him, they were literally over there to the side together. Both of them, the one he had just beat, the one he's about to fight, and both their coaches was strategizing on how they should on how the other guy should win against my son. And he still lost. All that, and he still lost. So it was like, and then he tried to get in his head. He gonna walk after that, he gonna walk over there and be like, you're not worried, are you? You might just win. And my son was like, I'm not worried, and I am gonna win. Like, I am gonna win. I'm not worried, and I am gonna win. And he won. And they were shocked. Like, literally shocked that he won.
They definitely were.
So it was like crazy to me. Very crazy. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. But I'm like, you know what? But yeah, they really thought that he was, cause he was you say a blue belt, right?
Yeah, I was a blue belt at the time.
They thought he was, a blue belt, that he was going to lose, but that's what training and practice, true training, true practice, that's what it does for you when you
practice and train like you're supposed to. Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, their rank, their belt levels, it didn't bother me. It didn't make me feel anything. If I wasn't nervous, I wasn't looking like these guys don't beat me or I'm gonna beat these guys. Even when we were like, before we got on the mat, when we had to be cordial and talk to each other, and when they first sat us next to each other and everything, I spoke to them. I said my words to them. And then as soon as they stopped talking to me, as soon as their attention was left off of me, I put my headphones in and I got to listen to my music from the moment we was there, zoned out all the way until they called us. And I had to fight first. I fought first, and they called me on the mat, and I had to fight the red belt first.
Okay.
Stripe. He was going to be tested for his black belt, so he was basically a black belt because he had just tested for his black belt, just didn't have a ceremony yet. So, and I went up against him, and he was
decent.
He was decent. I don't know if he scored on me kicks off. And when I seen, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, as a blue belt, I'm not being cocky. I'm not talking all tough like I was the best or whatever. But I'm a fighter, and as a fighter, you know when someone's on your level. You know when someone is as aggressive as you, and as aggressive as you, or will be as tough as you will be in this ring. And I promise you, you can see it in a person's eyes. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. When I looked in this man's eyes when we're getting started, when we squaring up, I didn't see that fight. I didn't see that. I didn't see what I was feeling in my body in his eyes. So I honestly didn't even go hard on him. I was not moving off fast. It was a good match. You know, I won. I scored the points I needed to. I didn't do too much. I made it a good match. 2 rounds and we're done. No third round. Matter of fact, I did both of them like that. 2 rounds and we're done. Second match, and while doing this, I'm upholding my school's reputation. So I'm being respectful. I'm being what's that word?
Sportsman.
I'm showing sportsmanlike conduct. It's another word. It's where I'm being humble. That's the word. I'm being humble. Even after the first degree, he was like, first degree black belt goes, oh man, you know, I'm up next. I'm like, yeah. I'm ready. He like, I seen you fight. So I know what you're gonna do. I'm like, right. Not even knowing, like, I switch up my fighting. I don't fight the same way. You know what I'm saying? So when we got to it, it was a whole nother movement. It was a whole nother bounce. Like, he wasn't even expecting. I was fighting him a whole nother way. Like, I wouldn't even fight him the same way I fought the other guy. So,
because you wasn't bouncing with the other guy, but with him, you were moving and bouncing. Yeah.
Spinning side kick. He tried to act like I hit him lower. When I kicked that pass so hard, boy, I dropped him. He tried to act like I kicked him in the wrong spot.
And and don't be like on there some you probably did. No, he didn't, because guess what? We had it on video. He didn't kick him there.
Right.
He was thanking the funk. He did not kick him there. So
not at all.
And we watched the video several times. He definitely didn't kick him there. So yeah.
all in all, I do enjoy tournaments, being part of them, doing what, just being there. They're fun. Um, I don't do it to be competitive. I don't do it to okay. I do it for the boasting rights because I got some gold medals upstairs, and I love looking at them. And when I look at them, I'm like, man, I want to get more. I'm gonna get more one day. I'm definitely gonna get more. So I don't know what it is, but I definitely, I definitely feel like I can do a lot more in this tournament stuff and with Taekwondo, and I do want to teach it maybe one day. Maybe one day I do, but as of right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm 36, about to be a black belt within this year. My children love it. They're doing forums and tournaments, and they want to keep doing it. And I have seen what it could do wonders. My son has built his confidence up. He's more out. He's happy. He's not. Yeah, children can get nervous when it comes to different things like sparring and being in tournaments and doing something for the first time because you realize you got all these eyes on you. Everybody's watching you. And you're nervous with the best of you. You may start crying. You may get a little nervous. And I had to explain to my son, like, I know, like right before we went to our last tournament, I told him, like, son, even though I got cocky towards the end, I'm like, son, I am very nervous. I just want you to know your grown daddy is nervous. I'm nervous about going to this tournament and sparring. I'm nervous about the forms part. Like, it's okay to be nervous. I'm not going to get on the mat and cry. I'm not going to cry in front of these people, but I am very nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who I'm going to go against. I don't know how bad I'm going to get hit, if I'm going to hit somebody too hard or not. Like, I'm just going to go here and hope to have fun. And I want you to have fun no matter what. So I always encourage my kids to have fun. Don't think that because you didn't get the gold or because you didn't get the silver, I won't be proud of you. Because whichever medal you get, even if you don't place, I'll be proud because you went out there, you did the work, and you put in a good effort. Because that's all that counts. I feel like that teaches people confidence. It teaches people not to have performance issues and be able to do things when it's time to do things. Like I got to talk about my kids doing sports because I don't want them to stop doing taekwondo, but if they want to play a sport, guess what? They won't be afraid to. They won't be afraid to go try out for basketball or football because they've done tournaments, they've done taekwondo, they've used to people seeing them suit up for things.
Yeah, so I can say with all of that, um, you have to appreciate the martial arts and the dojo effect that it has on your life and the effect that it has on your children's lives and the things that they do and the things they get into and the friendships they're gonna build and the confidence that it builds and the need to I'm not gonna say the need to achieve, but their ability to, achieve and do the things that they're supposed to do. But the simple fact of the matter, let me tell you this. When they first started going, um, they're very smart kids. They just wasn't giving it their all when they was going to school. But knowing that they have to turn over those report cards for the past 2 years, they have been on the honor roll every semester. Every. They have yet to and not and I'm bragging. No, I'm bragging on them. Sure is. And they have made sure to maintain those grades because they know that they got to turn them report cards in and they want to rank up and they want to be able to do different things in the class. They want to lead the class, being able to stand in front of your peers and lead them in a class. I mean, they want to do all that. So they have their grades. Oh my goodness. They never had attitude problems. Their attitudes was on point. But their ability and their attendance, they don't want to miss school because it's pretty much like No. Like when I have my certificate, you know, I want to get a certificate for my grades, but I also want to get that certificate for perfect attendance, you know? So they look forward to that. They want to be able to tell their master had that, hey, I got perfect attendance. I got, you know, good. I got certificate for perfect attendance. I got a certificate for honor roll this semester or honor roll all year long, or you know. So yeah, so they they rocking it. If you put your all into the dojo and what it will do and how it can um affect you and your kids, if you really into it and you, like I said, not just paying your way up, it is very beneficial. So I like that part of it and how that all that works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you 100% on that. I do feel like if we put children in martial arts, not I ain't gonna say first, but if we put children in martial arts and let them see from firsthand what it's like to overcome challenges, push through difficult times and moments, and learn how to respond to certain actions and attitudes. Because
Right.
even with the people in our class, we have different people who clash with one another because the different personalities coming together, and you have to learn how to respond and interact with the other person that you're training with. So I feel like it creates a bonding system, kind of like Ken and Ryu, where they're always challenging each other to be better.
Oh yeah.
And they both was cold. Some people say Ryu more than Ken. I say Ken more than Ryu, but they both were good. So it's like you have somebody to train with, somebody who keeps you on point. I feel like, man,
Like Mary and Jonathan.
yeah, yeah. Like I have Rob now because at first I don't put the names out there. I'm just gonna say first there was Z and K and J. It was a lot of different adults that came and went. And it was
Which is crazy to me. I'm going to ask you, where are they? Because especially Kay, he was so into it, it was ridiculous. And all of a sudden, nothing.
Yeah, life. He had to leave his home. Me and Zach was the same. I said his name. Me and Z was the same range.
And him too. I heard it was his girl. She didn't like him. And he quit taekwondo for her because she didn't like the time he was spending away from her to do that. And then so why he ain't come back?
He did. Actually, he's been there recently.
Oh, nice.
Just ain't been there lately since. It's just because people have to forget his job.
Okay.
He can't get the time off. Even though he want to train, he's still really good. With the level that he was at, I think he was a blue belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like sometimes
Life
gets the best of you, and you have to turn away before you can end up going back. Like at my job, there's this guy who does taekwondo, and I've actually invited him to come over to our school. And he's like, when I get the time, I'm gonna move and everything. Once I'm done, I actually will do that because I want to continue.
Right.
He's like a third-degree black belt. Really looking forward to sparring him. But he's a third degree, and he's like, I definitely want to get back into it. I definitely want to train again. I'm like, yeah, well, you're more than welcome. We definitely need adults, so come. Like, I'm always trying to get people to join and be a part of it. Not that.
And if y'all wondering why it's a family thing and I'm not doing it, that is because I have sciatica in my back, and so I have a tear from my S1 to my L5, and it's very painful. I I can't do much before I start hurting. Like really, I can't do much. Like barely anything before I am in so much pain. That I just want to sit there. So I can't see me kicking and doing all that they have to do in Taekwondo because of my that tear and the fact that my disc on the right side have thinned so much that they are touching almost, that my back leans to the right, putting pressure on the right side of my body, putting pressure on there. And every now and again, I will have pain shooting up and down my legs. So with all that going on, if y'all wondering, she's talking about the family and I like it that much, why I'm not a part of it. That is the reason I'm not a part of it. Like if I was
You said your L5 to your H3?
S my from my S1 to my L5, I have a tear.
Sound like a robot. I'm just making sure I got the diagnostic right. You got an error code.
Right. It's not an error code. So yeah. And then also I have a 7 centimeter cyst in my brain that I have to get MRI every year. And the only reason they're not operating is because it's actually in a cocoon. And they said as long as I don't get hit in my head hard and the cocoon bust, it's survivable. It's weird because I have one, my brother got one, he has had to be operated on. He got his removed. And my sister, hers was so small that they was able to, the medication they gave her, they gave her to shrink it. The medication didn't work for me. So, and they said they think it didn't work or whatever, whatnot, because they did give me medication to try to shrink it. It's because it was in a cocoon. So it is kind of like protected, but it is there. And so taking the chance of getting hit in my head, because, when you get a certain rank, you take headshots and I wouldn't want to spend my money and get into it if I can't rank up. If I have to stay a certain rank, if I do spar, I have to continue to spar in the division where there's no kicking to the head. What's the point? Literally, what's the point? I'm gonna do it up until I get that far, and then what? Quit because I can't go no farther. So I'm gonna be spending my money to stay at the same rank. I don't think so. So with all that going on, I'm just a what's they call that?
Spectator.
A spectator. I'm just a spectator, and I'm happy for it because I like that my son got back into it because I had them into it when they was growing up. Except for my youngest, he did karate. He didn't want to do martial arts. He did karate, which is okay. All right, he didn't want to do taekwondo. He did karate. And so yeah, but and that's why I don't do it, because I have a lot of and it's weird because when I go to the doctor, and this is no joke, I have everything inside me is healthy. When I say that, I have a healthy lungs, healthy kidneys, healthy liver, healthy heart to the. I'm gonna say when I say healthy, I have asthma, but that's because of pollution in the air. Got nothing to do with me. And I have tachycardia, but that's what runs in my family, but it's far and in between. So all of that is healthy. I don't have EKGs and everything. All of that is healthy. My body falls apart. like it's sad. I'm here, but my body falls apart, and it's crazy. So yeah. Oh, and I didn't tell you this, but I'm 2 years past the point where I was supposed to have knee surgery on my right knee. So I'm gonna postpone that as long as I possibly can, as long as I keep bending. Sometimes it gets stuck, and I have to figure it out. Sometimes it swells up, and I have to stop doing anything until the swelling goes down. I have to double up on my knee brace and spraying all this pain up there. But me seeing my kids and my grandkids in the dojo, I wish I could have. I wish I could join, but I can't.
Yeah, she got her own tournaments
to the body.
Right. that part.
But
it is nice having her there.
And
her grandkids love practicing for her. Grandma, look at this. Grandma, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's keep her involved as much as you can. My brothers, they're not involved, but I like them to be. But it's not for everybody, you know. Some people grow out of it and don't want to go back into it. My youngest brother, he rather want to box. And boxing is good. But that's what you rather do. It's understandable. I like martial arts. Kicking, punching, spinning kicks, jump kicks. It's fun. Doing the forms. I'd be wondering how far I'd go in it because martial arts is a very good discipline.
Yes.
Being committed is worth the results that come behind it, in my opinion. For children and adults. And I started when I was like, people feel like they're too old to get to martial arts and start training. Like, nah, you're not. Last tournament we went to?
Yeah, it was a 60-year-old.
What? And he was a blue belt. I'm like, yeah, no. They fought and he did forms.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And it was crazy because I'm going to say this before we move on to the last part. There was a guy there, two guys there, two separate moments, both on 40, in their 40s. One of them said, man, how old are you? I said 36. He said, you want to get to sparring other than that. Get out your system while you can, because once you get your 40s, start irking, aching in places, you can't do the same thing, hurting yourself easier. Yeah, so enjoy it while you can. And then
it's a state of mind.
I think right after my fight,
because that 6-year-old was sparring.
The 40, another 40-year-old, he was like, man, yeah, I will be training this one, but I hurt my leg in the last tournament. But I'll be in the next year.
Right.
I'll be here next year. I'm like, yeah, I'm 40.
Right. It's a state of mind. Right. It's a state of mind.
Yeah.
Like,
and my state of mind have allowed me to push myself to be able to do things to where now the next thing on the list is the 540 kick.
Okay.
You have to spin 2.5 times and kick with your back foot. So it's a very difficult kick. I can do the spin, and I can get halfway there on that half spin. If I can get all the way around, I'm good. And then that means that I can be in the air and do that kick.
That's what's up. Well, y'all know.
Y'all know what's next. After I got that little spill out, it's time for Mom to get her spill out so we know if it's going to go in the box or not. We have the word of the day.
Okay, so I'm going to pronounce it. Scintillate. Scintillate. That's what I'm saying. Scintillate. Now I'm going to spell it.
S-E-N-T-L-A-T. Scintillate. Oh, S-C-E-N-T-L-A-T.
No. S. I think he's smoking, y'all. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I ain't, y'all. Blown out.
But it's the smoke that you was. Now I got my limbs. S-C-I-N-T-I-L-L-A-T-E.
Oh, you said second. You said S.
I said S-C-I, not E.
S-C-I. I said E?
Yes. You said E. S-C-I-N-T-I-L-L-A-T-E. L-L-A-T-E. Pronounce it. I'm gonna hit the button. Pronounce it.
SCINT
I.
LLAT SCI. That's side, right? Side, sky, skin.
What you said? I'm gonna hurt you.
Scintillate. Scintillate.
What I'm saying? Scintillate.
Scintillate.
Scintillate. That's what you say?
Scintillate.
Scintillate. Okay, he's saying scintillate. Here we go.
Scintillate.
I was right. Scintillate.
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 Okay. To emit sparks. Emit flashes of light. Y'all can see y'all can see. He put his hands in his hands, people. He put his face in his hands. I don't think it's a keeper.
The first definition is to emit spark.
Right. But I like the third definition. To dazzle or impress with liveliness or wit.
Okay. You got it.
He kept it for the third definition. The first two, it was a goner. Well, I like to know, what do emit sparks and emit quick flashes have to do with the third definition? It's like the definition completely changed.
So spark. When they say emit spark, are they talking about like a flash?
Yeah.
Or they talking.
Oh, I'm saying, also talking like a spark between people, or a spark between.
Oh, there we go. To dazzle and impress with liveliness or wit. Okay, I can see. Okay. So, but he did keep it. I said it, y'all, with the third definition. I said it.
It's the first two.
This is double entendre, the first one, because it could be a spark, like a light flash, or a spark between two people.
So, y'all, tell us, should he have put that in the book? He didn't put it in there.
I think it's a good word.
I think it's going to stay out. I'm blaming the weed. Ain't no more.
But the smoke is the air.
No, it ain't. All right, everybody.
So, y'all got the word. I told y'all we're keeping it. We're going to keep it. I can't even make jokes about it. I was trying to adjust to. I had a little moment on the side, so I can think to myself, like, hey, I say about this word? It's nothing. It's a good word. Scintillate. I like it.
Cool. Let us know if y'all like it.
And if y'all don't, tell us why. I'll be telling y'all why I don't like the word. And I'll tell y'all fast. Well, this is the end of the night. I hope everybody enjoyed this podcast. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Be kind
of someone on purpose.
Be kind of someone new.
Be blessed.
Yes.
This is
because this is
our truth. Because I am his mom.
And I am her son.
Peace.
Y'all have a good night.